to in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And that one so far deadlocked at 17 in the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Now a play fake here on first down. Fighting to step, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Breaks through the contact. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now it's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
The Ravens ready to take over.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Again, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now it's Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Back to throw. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Here we go. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on first down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
At the Ravens 7-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Jackson now. Keeps himself upright. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Flush to his right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Throwing is Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They need 2. Here's third down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Eluding the press, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Possession of the football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now back to throw. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 15. A minute 44 to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well.
Here's Jackson. Gets it to Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jackson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. 4th down, here's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing, Jackson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw again is Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Browns, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
summer, my hair was way hotter. I feel like a sada. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Bro, this all rocky, is nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all time, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite.